Join us in this episode as we continue exploring the beautiful Helgeland coast. We take part in some traditional Norwegian festivities, and head on to some dramatic new places. I'm Jasmine, and these are my parents, Guy and Joe. And this is our home, Free Spirit. Come join us on our adventures. It was mid-May in Arctic Norway, and we were moored on a pontoon on the island of Rodoya in Helgeland. We set out, heading for a group of islands nearby. We dropped anchor off Gasya. We would spend a while here exploring the islands, absorbing the atmosphere, and immersing ourselves in our surroundings. Gasya is a lovely island with a few small houses and farms, although there are no permanent residents. This myriad of islands was perfect for exploring by kayak. Back on the boat, we jumped into the icy water to clean the hull, which in the hours of near constant daylight had begun to grow a thick layer of algae. Surrounded by this rugged landscape, it was nice to sit out on deck and just observe. Eventually we upped anchor and set out to explore new places. The forecast winds we had hoped for didn't materialise, so we motored across on a glassy sea. Eventually we arrived at Mykin. Mykin is Helgeland's outermost set of islands, with a small fishing village, located more than 30 kilometres from the mainland. These remote islands are regularly battered by storms and strong winds, but in calm weather this place was idyllic. The islands have a lovely little community and even their own shop and celebrated whiskey distillery. It was a lovely place to explore. In places we spotted many small holes and tunnels in the vegetation that would have been made by lemmings as they forage beneath the snow in the winter. There is a solid breakwater between two of the islands that provides much needed protection from huge swells that occasionally roll in from the open ocean. It was the 17th of May and Norwegian National or Constitution Day, and we were invited to join in the festivities, which included parades, traditional costumes, singing, commemorating lost loved ones, and a delicious traditional feast. It was great to celebrate this day with this lovely community. It was time to set off again, and we headed out into the grey weather and swell. The seas around here can be formidable, and many of the islanders had experienced the tragedy of losing loved ones at sea. As we headed further south, we crossed back below the Arctic Circle. We felt sad to be leaving the Arctic after spending so long exploring this northern coast and having so many incredible experiences along the way. Ahead of us lay the jagged outline of the Trainer Archipelago, a clear navigational marker used by sailors and seafarers for thousands of years. We moored up in the darkness on the island of Husøya. Husøya is the main island in the Trainer Archipelago. The island has a surprisingly large community with shops, bars, and museums. Discoveries from the Stone Age show that people have been living and engaging in fishing in these islands for at least 9,000 years. The place is quite arty, with many interesting paintings and sculptures dotted all over the islands. The islands also host the Trainer Music Festival in July, considered to be one of Norway's coolest festivals. At this time of year, the spruce trees were spreading their pollen, and a light touch or gust of wind would spread the spores far and wide. With conditions favourable for the next few days, we set off to an anchorage on the western side of Sana. The peaks loomed above us as we dropped anchor. We set off to explore this incredible island. On the eastern side of the island is a huge cathedral-like cave. This place has been a gathering site for people for over 10,000 years. Back then, most of the mainland would have been covered by a thick layer of ice and glaciers, and these islands would have been a welcome refuge and hunting ground for seals and fish. This is a very important site, and many archaeological finds have been made here, including human remains, bones, harpoons, fishing hooks, axes, knives, and pottery. Even to this day, the cave is still a gathering place and used to host big concerts during the Trainer Music Festival. Small bones littered the ground, and we found what we believe is the feather of an eagle owl. We continued exploring. Armed with torches, we made our way to a strange tunnel in the mountainside. The 300-metre tunnel is pitch black and winds its way steeply upwards. With a UV torch, you can see some fun paintings people have done on the walls. Finally, the tunnel reaches its end at the top of the Gompen Peak and opens out to a spectacular view. We gazed across at the silhouette of the island Lovund. That would be our next destination. Please like and subscribe. A huge thank you to all my wonderful patrons for helping to support the production of these videos. If you'd like to help, as well as getting early ad-free videos, then click the link in the description and join my Patreon account. Thanks for watching! Join us next time as we explore some more awesome Norwegian islands. We visit a huge puffin colony. And continue exploring the beauty of Helgeland.